Games have often been interested in finding new ways of telling stories. Blackwood Crossing, a first-person narrative-driven game about a relationship between sister and brother, certainly fits into this category. I'll try and keep from revealing any spoilers about where the game is heading. I went into it knowing almost nothing about it, and I'm very glad I did. As the game begins, you take on the role of Scarlet in the middle of a train journey with her brother calling for help.
Scarlet? Scarlet! Are you there?
A large part of the game takes place on this train, and it doesn't take long to realise that things aren't quite normal. A large part of the game is discovering just...
What's going on? What are you doing here?
There's mysteries such as who the people on the train are, why they're wearing strange masks, or why anyone would ever want to have kids. Well, maybe the last one's just me. The revelations on the other mysteries are ultimately heartbreaking. The gameplay involves mostly walking around solving a few basic puzzles, nothing too complex, but enjoyable, and they fit in with the story. Occasional conversations don't allow you to select the actual lines that you want Scarlet to say to her brother, but the tone you want her to use.
Are you ever going to finish that?
I don't know. It didn't quite come out right.
The walking speed is extremely slow though. For the most part this worked well enough and maintained the atmosphere, but sometimes, particularly later on in the game when there's a lot of wandering around areas and going backwards and forwards, it becomes a little frustrating. It would have been nice to have the option to move just a little bit faster. There's also a couple of minor flaws that annoy and could so easily have been fixed to make for a smoother experience. Sometimes it's hard to get in position in just the right place to be able to select something. And when the options for conversations appear, they're selected using the same WASD keys that are used for movement. That seems like a terrible choice, and a couple of times the options appeared just as I was pressing a key for movement, so I had no idea what I had actually selected. It's fortunate these choices only affect the particular conversation and not the course of the whole game. The controls aren't even configurable either, which I think should be a basic requirement for a game on PC. These are all quibbles really though that never especially ruined the experience for me. For the short 2 to 3 hour playing time it kept me hooked, and the story is very well told and moving. It's a game that's happy to trust the player to connect everything together and realise what's going on without needing to fill the thing with exposition. It's not something to go into if you're after a challenge, but if you want to experience a powerful short story, this is well worth a look.
Sorry, Finn. I've really got to go. We'll play later, okay?